Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "We are not makers of history, we are made by history." Today, I want to talk to you guys about somebody that I looked up to. He's not my father, or my brother, or my best friend. He's actually a local man named Jeff Armentrout. He is a high school history teacher. He teaches class like ethics and world history, all those. He's a businessman. He owns his own pizza shop in town. He's a father to 6 kids, and he is the varsity soccer coach. He has taught the town many things, and while he's been living here, he always wanted us to realize that life isn't so bad, to never give up, and to always speak your thoughts and express your opinions when you have them. He was my high school teacher from my sophomore year to my senior year. Absolutely loved his classes. I wasn't really into high school, didn't really enjoy very many things, but his classes were one of them. He taught in a different way compared to other teachers because of how laid back and patient he was. He was just super cool to hang out with and talk to and learn stuff from. He has taught school for 28 years, I believe. He's been teaching a very, very long time. He always brought up a certain topic in class, and then he kind of just let the class debate and talk it out, whatever the topic was for the day. It was most of the time just completely random, but it was history related. And he would just let the class debate and just let people express their feelings and their thoughts, and to try to convince people to be open-minded about that, other people's views. It was always a very pleasant debate, though. It wasn't, anything obnoxious. And like I said, in those 2 years, he's taught me so much. He's a very, very knowledgeable guy, and I hope someday I'll know as much as him. The second part of his life, besides teaching, that has really influenced me and the community is he's a businessman. He owns a pizza shop in town. He does a lot with the community with that pizza shop. Once a month, it used to be every Friday, but once a month he donates pizza for the school's cafeteria to give out to the kids to eat for lunch. It was something they did when I was in high school, which I just thought was super, super cool, just to donate money. Never made a profit from it, always just gave it to the school, and just supporting small town business, small town pride, and that's always super cool for me to think about. He always supports the soccer team, the baseball team, every sports team. He always gives food to after games or after big, comeback wins, stuff like that. He just is really giving and really, really just a great guy to know. He also hires kids from school, local kids that need a job or need some extra cash. He'll let them work there. It seems to be a really great place to work, honestly. So that's always cool that he can balance, yet alone, being a teacher and owning his own business. I mean, those are not 2 easy things to do, so I give him full respect for that. The third thing that I admire about my unsung hero is the idea that he's adopted 5 different kids, all at different ages and different times of his life. He has taken in these kids from shelters and from not so great places and histories, and just accepted them into his family and treating them like they're his own. I really respect that. That takes a lot of courage and just passion to, go out and do something for the better of other people, and that's something he's always taught me. He has 6 kids, 5 of them adopted. I think they're all over the age of 10 now. So I just thought that was super cool that he can adopt kids. The fourth attribute is just the soccer coach. He was my soccer coach from my freshman year to my senior year. He was the assistant for my first 2 years, but he was always, more of a head coach than he was assistant coach. He went to college and played soccer. He was a goalie, actually, so he's very knowledgeable about the game of soccer. And I always look up to him, if he ever told me to do something, it always seemed to hit different when he told me. just because of the amount of respect I have. You know, it's not easy being a teacher and working 8-hour days to go into soccer practice after school at 3 o'clock. And then after you're done with that, going to the pizza shop, and then all while being a father to 6 people and a husband to a wife. His life is crazy, but he always manages to keep his stuff together, always looks happy, and will always start a friendly conversation with you and ask you how you are and what you've been up to. It's never just about him and his struggles, you know. So Jeff Armentrout, local man from Pleasant Hill, is my unsung hero. I strive to be more like him, and props to you.